Go lit.
Good afternoon, Huckleberries, and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Gary Williams Stole My Lawn Furniture Show. And we are live on the TVs and live at the Pig and Rooster at the same time. What's going on, Deli?
Well, I made a couple financial wagers with a certain member of this podcast, and I happened to lose not one, but two in a row on coaching. So, ready for this here? Let's give that a bang. Yeah, boys. My debt to society is free. The juice has stopped running.
I'm rich, bitch. I'm going to go get a slice of pizza.
Christ, if Tomlin gets fired, I'm going to have to move out of my house.
Say what you want about Delaware Dave. Don't say he doesn't pay his bets.
That's right, baby. That's right.
American.
Speaking of Tomlin, what do you think about that game last night? Do you have any thoughts?
Wait, before this, speaking of bets, I think Miss Laura owes you an apology, Dusty.
Yeah, she does. Laura, I don't know if you're watching yet or if you're going to be on. You're going to be watching at some point, but yeah, I would have been 6-0 this weekend if it wasn't for Laura making me pick those stupid Eagles.
Generosity of women will never cease to amaze me.
Oh man!
Did you see the look on the Eagles quarterback's face when they called the last play? He's looking at his coach like, "Are you seriously? Is this this is the play? We're gonna throw into triple coverage twice in a row? Yeah, that's tell me."
What was the poor coaching decisions that cost you that $10? What happened?
I said Harbaugh would not be the coach of the Ravens next year. Not that I was wishing for that. Just I didn't think he'd be the coach next year. And then Mike McDonald would not be or Mike McDaniel.
And I don't think
Mike McDaniel would not be the coach of the Dolphins.
And I honestly don't think McDaniel would have gotten fired if Harbaugh hadn't gotten fired. I think they're directly after that guy.
I don't disagree with you. I mean, Christ, it's all lining up. I don't think you're going to get him.
I'm almost ready to make another bet because I don't think the Rooney family will fire Tomlin after winning the division. Even though it was a shitty division to win, I just don't see them firing their 19-year coach. Even though he's lost 7 playoff games in a row. 7.
Count them.
He's 8-12 in the playoffs. So that means 7 times ago he was 8-3, like the best record ever.
Yeah.
You know, and now wow. I mean, you want to talk about a slide.
I mean, he basically he went back to back and won one and lost one or something like that in his 2 playoff appearances right at the beginning of his career.
Yeah, 2009 was their last Super Bowl, and he's lost every playoff game since then.
Question to the boys: do you think he wants to come back? I don't think they're going to fire him. I agree with Dell. Do you think he wants to come back?
Yeah, the only way for me, in my opinion, he leaves is he decides to leave, and then or they just behind the deals, walk or we're gonna fire you, and then he walks off into the sunset and then goes and coaches somewhere else in a year. Because I mean, just like Harbaugh, I think he would be, fighting people away for a job. Christ, Harbaugh's got like 8 inquiries.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd be jumping out of my seat to get any of these jobs that are open right now, but I guess if you're going to have job openings, they're for a reason. So it's not like you're going to land in the best situation ever.
What's the best job? What's the best job opening? You're a young coach and got your name out there. If you got to pick, who would be
Baltimore.
Your top 2 picks to go?
Baltimore. If you don't count Baltimore, I think it's Atlanta.
Somebody else.
Yeah, Atlanta and the Giants.
Yeah,
Atlanta and the Giants. I think Miami's they're hamstrung with the Tua situation. Arizona's hamstrung with their whole organization. So is Vegas. So is Cleveland. Tennessee. I mean, who knows?
I like Tennessee because you got a young quarterback on a rookie contract 1 year in, and you can kind of morph that team around what you want to do. Atlanta,
do that in
great
New York,
talent,
too.
great talent, but you have you're hamstrung by the quarterback situation, paying Cousins guaranteed money, and who knows if Michael Penix can ever stay healthy.
Yeah.
Cousins
how
is going to
long-
be in Pittsburgh next year.
How long is Cousins' deal? How long are they hamstrung by?
I think
him?
it's 2 more years.
2 more
It's
years.
2 more
so-
years, but I bet they could probably get out of it after next year.
Yeah,
if
he's
they
going to be in
wanted to.
Pittsburgh next year.
Or in Indy. They have a nice little rotating cast of old quarterbacks as well.
Well, Daniel Jones isn't going to be back next year for a while, so we shall see with that.
Okay, so if they cut Kirk Cousins this year, they would
Well, I think
have
they tried to deal it, don't you
35
think? They
million
won't
dead
cut
cap this year and 12 next year. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they
so
do
basically after this year, they could cut him for a $12 million hit, and I think that's what they would do.
I mean, is he tradable?
Shoot. His cap hit next year, if they don't renegotiate it, is $90 million.
Oh, oh.
So they're going to renegotiate it. I think.
So you're
I
going to
think
get
what-
cut. Yeah,
I
or
think-
he's going to.
I think what they end up doing is the same thing that Denver did. They just they mitigate as much as they can and cut their losses. I mean, that's really the only thing you can do. But I will say he didn't play all that bad towards the end of last year or towards the end of this year. Was he amazing?
I guess
No,
not.
But
Well, here's the thing about Atlanta is the division's a complete joke. So you go in there, even as a head coach, you don't really have that high expectations because all it takes is 9 wins to win that division every year, right?
yeah.
Well,
Tougher to get fired.
What was the worst division, the AFC South or the NFC South or the AFC North this year? I mean,
I think we're in it.
we were pretty bad. I think there's three teams in the division that would beat the top 3 teams in the South, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that Steelers game last night was ugly, and just because it's super fresh on my mind, I wanted to talk about it. Do you have any kind of rants you want to go on, Delaware, besides before we talk about the Steelers game, or you can talk about you can have a rant on the Steelers
quick rant on the Steelers game, and I'm not one of those conspiracy theory guys, about the fixes in, but if you had the fucking over last night,
oh my God, it was 7-6 in the fourth quarter.
If you had the over last night, which was 37, and that kicker drilled his center up the ass with that ball on the last fucking play of the game to make it go over, let me fucking tell you, the fix was in. That was some Buffalo Wild Wings sprinkler out of the ground. We need some more wings shit if I ever saw it. A fucking extra point with no pressure, except his mom had a bet and he needed to help her. She's texting him on the sideline while he's kicking that stupid ball into the net. Don't you do it. Don't you bust my parlay.
I've never seen an extra point get over the line of scrimmage and still go under the crossbar. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. I mean, it was crazy stuff. It's like he's trying to hit a tennis topspin shot.
What was worse, that or when the kicker from the Falcons kicked the ground instead of the ball? I mean,
on the Giants when he did it, wasn't he? He was
that
the
was
old
the situation. This guy just hit that with a fix was in. Somebody called that one.
Yeah, that was crazy. I couldn't believe that either. I mean, why does it's always right on the number when this kind of stupid shit happens, isn't it? It always seems like it's right on the over-under line or right on the spread line. There's always something attached to it.
That's why there's a lot of holes in the desert.
Unreal.
And that is episode 47 of Delaware's Dockside Rant.
I love it.
It sounds like me and him might be going to Annapolis in a little bit after I get done with you guys.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
might be going to Eastport, get some ribs at Adam's Ribs.
Buffalo fried ribs.
You're going to the new one?
Nah.
Old one.
Dell's got to go pay a man who won some. Was it 33?
Some 33 money.
Okay.
2 stacks.
Man, you're giving away all kinds of money today, Delaware.
That's a little Santa.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
we
go back
spent
over to the house for a minute, and then you want to go? You want to go to Annapolis
No, tomorrow.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow.
we've spent some
Appreciate you,
time.
boys.
We've spent some time at that Annapolis Ribs. We've eaten a lot of meals there. That's for sure.
Heck yeah. Leahy's a legend.
Yeah.
Does it run out? Do they run out? That's the most important part of barbecue, right, Deli?
That's right. Real barbecue runs out, baby.
All right, Deli. Good
All right,
seeing you, buddy.
See you,
boys,
buddy.
I'm going back over to the house, and then we got Adam's ribs tomorrow. I'm excited.
Hell yeah. All right. While Brian gets back situated, not much else to say besides what Delaware said about the game last night. I guess we can talk about a couple things. The Tomlin stuff, ultimately the Tomlin stuff's going to be up to Pittsburgh. What they want to do. I would imagine he's going to be back. I would be really shocked if he wasn't. But I'm sure there's a lot of people in Pittsburgh calling for his head, as they have been for the last, 3, 4, 5 years. And it's not everyone. It's a lot of people. But, he's been there 18 years and he hasn't had a losing season yet. So it's tough to fire a guy, especially after he just won the division. But they obviously not what they were looking for last night. If you're a Steelers fan, the game was a lot closer than the final score would indicate, because a lot of those points were in the last couple minutes of the game. But I will say this, that offense of the Steelers was pretty stagnant. That the defense for the Texans is just so fast, and it just didn't seem like they're just so fast, and it just didn't seem like the Steelers were able to keep up with their speed. And I don't know, if I was New England, I'd be worried about playing in this Houston team, because this defense is they're swarming on balls. They look great. They look disciplined. They look well coached. They look ready. The offenses on both sides, I thought, were pretty bad, though. Brooks?
Yeah, I watched up until about halftime before I fell asleep. But, yeah, it was a pretty boring game. But I thought it would be. I thought this would be a defensive game all in all. But, it is kind of – I guess that was probably the only pick that I won from the weekend.
It is. You were 1-5 this weekend. You pulled up the rear. Brian was 4-2, and I was 5-1. Would have been 6-0 if it wasn't for our resident Laura.
So yeah, it was it kind of went how I expected in that game. Obviously, none of the other games went how I expected, but that's really about it for that one. And really after that, you have to start thinking about, all right, we've already brought it up. Is Tomlin coming back? I still think it's a legitimate question, especially after they just saw the Ravens do what they did. Yeah. They have to play the number 1 schedule now, and we have to play the number 2 schedule now, and we have a higher draft pick than them. We, in my opinion, have a much more talented team than them. So feel pretty good about where the Ravens are at right now in terms of the squad and where we're at as an organization, in terms of we got an opportunity here to take advantage of this division for sure, depending on how this hiring process goes and how all that plays out. So
a couple things coming across the Twitter sphere this morning. The Steelers are the first team in NFL history to lose 5 consecutive playoff games by double digits. That's brutal. Their last 7 playoff games, 24-point loss, 14-point loss, 14-point loss, 21-point loss, 11-point loss, a 3-point loss, and then a 19-point loss before that. Just a lot of really negative stuff coming out of Steelers camp. Now, Mike Tomlin is now tied with Marvin Lewis for the longest postseason losing streak with 7 straight losses. Just a lot of stuff like that. If you're a Steelers fan, I'm sure you're probably sick of hearing it. But, you win every year. So I guess this is the price you pay. I don't know. It's tough. If I was a Steelers fan, I don't know what camp I would be in. It's just so hard. As an outsider, you say, well, you got to keep him. He wins every year. But, I'm sure that the frustration is going to build over to a boiling point at some point. And once again, we know he's going to be entering the last year of his deal when talking about Tomlin. And he's not going to coach on a lame duck contract, as Chuck said earlier this year. He's not going to be coaching on the 1 year left on his deal kind of contract. He's going to want stability, and if he doesn't get it, maybe he's out. Who knows? I would assume we will know by the end of the week if that's the case. If he's going to be gone, then they're going to probably take as much time as they can to figure out who's going to be in there. You also have to consider this year that the coaching candidates, the pool of coaching candidates is not nearly as highly touted as it was last year. I've said that a few times, but if you're right on the fire this guy, quick on the trigger this guy thing, maybe, ease up on that because, this year the pool of potential hires is not quite as good as it has been in the last couple of years. So maybe that takes something. And you're right. We don't know that, but I'm just saying, as far as like public perception, media perception, whatever. So I don't know if that's going to be a factor, but we'll see. So.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Okay. And I want Tomlin to stay the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I really do. I enjoy Mike Tomlin a lot. I think he's going to step down. This team feels old. Now, not only because of Aaron Rodgers, okay, and Cam Hayward, they just feel old and they don't feel like a cohesive unit. DK Metcalf really doesn't fit that mold. Jalen Ramsey's getting long in the tooth. I think Tom was probably going to sit there and look and be like, you know what, I can go to TV for a little bit. And then be the, like we always say, the hottest things is pants and pockets, right? So I think he can have a pick of a litter when, because there are 5 or 6 or 7 jobs are open every single year. So I think Tomlin steps down. I really do. But once again, I hope he stays in Pittsburgh because I love having that rivalry with him.
Yeah.
I think he could potentially step down if, like what Dusty said, if they don't offer him an extension this year and he's coaching on a lame duck contract, he might be like, fuck it, Like I see what's happening. I see what's happening here. So,
yeah.
I heard a really interesting name that I haven't heard about because everyone's dropping the same names over and over and over again with coaching candidates. Josh McCown is one that got dropped yesterday by somebody. Somebody, one of our friends.
Who was he? He's like on the Panthers coaching staff, right? Where is he at?
Yeah. Should be. That's where he was for a while. Unless
he changed teams so much as a player. Now I'm forgetting where he's coaching.
He moved from the Panthers to the Vikings. He's the QB coach for the Vikings.
Yeah, but he was a popular name last cycle, and then everybody seemed surprised when he didn't get hired. So,
as far as interviews go, the Ravens have interviewed Anthony Weaver. They've interviewed Cliff Kingsbury, Kevin Stefanski. A lot of other guys I'm just blanking on right now, but we've hired we've interviewed Matt Nagy,
Cliff Kingsbury,
I think I said
Vance Joseph. Yeah, there's a couple other guys, but most of the bigger, most well-known candidates we've talked to them at the very least. So, we'll see where it goes. Once again, I would expect the Ravens will be the first team to announce that they've hired a coach because I think all the other teams are kind of waiting to see what happens with the Ravens because I think that's clearly the most desirable job. Why would you not want to be there? Yeah. We'll see. It's possible that it is not.
Yeah, I mean, why would the Ravens rush? I mean, you're the most desirable job. Why don't you wait to see and interview some other guys who might still be coaching?
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah. But I mean, if guys start coming off the board or if a guy that you want comes off the board, then you might feel a little bit more inclined. So,
yeah. Certainly possible. What's up, Antonio? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Antonio.
Always good to hear from Antonio. We love you, buddy.
Love you.
What do we think this means for Rodgers? Do we think Rodgers' last pass last night was a pick 6 and he got pulled? Mason Rudolph went in. His playoff record went to 11-11 all time. Clearly, he has the Super Bowl, has the MVPs, all the accolades. Do we think he is going to be coming back to play football again next year? Or do we think it's going to be? I think it's going to be a while before we know or not. Regardless, what's your gut feeling? Tell you.
No, I don't think he plays again. But yes, you were right. We will wait a long time because he loves drawing shit out very long.
Well, I think this is, and it's within his right too. I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time. It's just we've seen it with so many of the great quarterbacks. Is Peyton Manning going to retire? Is Tom Brady going to retire? Is Brett Favre going to retire? We've seen it with all these guys. So he won't be the first guy to do it, and he won't be the last.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is. I mean, and this is not me. You guys know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. So I'm an Aaron Rodgers hater in terms of a person, great quarterback. But the track record is the track record. The last 6 years, it's like, I might come back, I might not come back. I might come back, I might not come back. I might come back, I might not come back. But I'm going to make you think about it for 2.5 months while I go into a fucking cave. So He's going to take his time, but I don't think he plays again.
Brooks, gun to head.
If Tomlin's there, there's a pretty good chance he'll come back. If not, he's definitely done.
Yeah. And he even came out and said that if Tomlin's on the hot seat, this is just completely ridiculous. That's what basically his quote was. Absolute joke if Tomlin is on the hot seat is his actual quote.
Did you listen to the press conference? Did you? I mean, I'm not being funny.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I just read the article. He
actually makes good points about how the NFL's covered now and how Matt LaFleur and Mike Tomlin, who are very successful coaches and two that he has obviously played for, should not be on the hot seat. But the way the NFL's covered now and all these talking heads, people make snap decisions. He's right about how the NFL's covered and how people make snap decisions. But if your organization is making a snap decision based on what Damian Woody fucking says, I'm using Damian Woody as a random person, Dan Orlovsky, name one of these talking heads, Stephen A. Smith. If you're making snap decisions based on what people in the media are saying, then your organization sucks. So sorry, but he is not wrong. The way it's covered now is bullshit. This guy should not be on the hot seat.
Man, I'll tell you this: after all the media pushback, after what the Lynn Jones said to Liam Cohen in that press conference, and all the pushback that's been on Twitter after that, I have zero respect for anybody in the media, to be honest with you.
I have no idea. What is this? Can you explain?
You didn't see the video that there was a media person in the Jaguars post-game press conference that basically told Liam Cohen that he should hold his head up, that they had a really great season. He shouldn't take any negatives from this, even though it's a tough loss, whatever. Basically uplifting the coach and giving him a great message. And then a bunch of media people came out afterwards and said that this was completely unprofessional, that she should not be doing this. This is not how media operates, stuff like that. It's ridiculous.
Because I would rather listen to somebody rephrase the same question for the 30th time, as we saw with Aaron Rodgers' press conference, and how he got pissed off. And I love that happened after this had happened, because it just shows you that all you're doing is asking the same fucking question a different way and getting the same answers, and guys are getting pissed off. Why don't we have a little bit of humanity and bring some positivity? And not that I think that every single press conference should have this, but this was the right time to do it. I mean, you have a new coach that just came in. He was potentially expected to fail. He turned it around, took him to a playoff game, made Trevor Lawrence look great this season. And you know what? She went in, stood in there, and their season's over. And she just gave him, hey, you should be proud of yourself. You made the city of Jacksonville proud. Is basically what she said, because she had people coming up to him and coming up to her and talking to her about it. And she felt the need that, like, hey, she wasn't even going to go to the press conference, and she was talking to a young man before that, and she decided to go. And the way that he was talking and almost tearing up about this season, she raised her hand, got called on, and gave a nice little uplifting message to him. And then all the ESPN media, all the different media talking heads for every little sports team around the country was like, this is unprofessional. You don't use this time to do that. Everyone's trying to get a question in. You're supposed to use this to find out what went wrong and how to proceed in the future and all this different stuff. And there's a ton of people that were coming after, a ton of people that defended that side. But I would say there's even more on the other side that are like, hey, shut the fuck up. We need more positivity in this world. And we're not saying that this is something that should happen in every press conference, but hey, this is a breath of fresh air. It was the right moment. So.
Oh, that's well said there, Brooks. I haven't seen this. So I got to be fair to the situation, but you're totally right. Why do we got to have a fucking hot take and start screaming and shit like that? Being louder and being negative makes you just negative and louder. That's all it makes you. Why don't you actually treat a person? You treat a person, I guarantee you're going to fucking win. So that's actually nice to hear that she said something really positive in a bad moment for the team.
Yeah, and I mean, I think our podcast do we talk about negative stuff at times? Are we negative at times? Yes. We try not to be. We try our hardest not to be, but it's the nature of the beast at times. But we react to stuff in certain ways, and a lot of times we come back the next day and we're like, we probably overreacted a little bit too much.
I'm $10 richer. I'm happy right now.
So I mean, one of the reasons why we don't do
That's a shame.
that's a shame anymore is because we were like, hey, just brings a little bit too much negativity, and we try to force negativity at times because we're like, oh, do we have a that's a shame this week? And we're like, no, I don't think we do. And yeah, I don't know.
You're right. You're right, Brooksy. I remember you're the one that you were championing that we get rid of that. Not get rid of it, but stop doing that shame every week.
But if there's a legitimate, like, hey, the players are getting treated a wrong way, and I would say this is that's a shame, right? Because we're trying to show everybody, like, hey, this negative stuff, you being negative towards this woman that's a shame. Like, we're trying to bring positivity. That's a shame.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I don't understand what the whole blow up was about that in the media. I'll never understand it. But anyway, let's talk about the game. While we're talking, I mean, we've already started on Jacksonville Buffalo, so let's just start there. Brooks has been jagging off for the better part of 3 months here, and he no longer is. Unfortunately for him, and unfortunately for us, that their loss finally came a couple weeks too late. For the sake of Brian and I's livers and sanity. But yeah, Buffalo beats Jacksonville. Jacksonville did get the ball back with about a minute left, and had a chance to go down and maybe tie this game or even win it. And the first ball gets tipped and picked off, and it's kind of an anticlimactic ending to what otherwise was a pretty great game. Biggest takeaway, I just can't understand how Buffalo is winning playoff games when their best receiver is Khalil Shakir. They had just no talent on that offense other than Josh Allen, and they still make it work. I guess James Cook in the running game, it works out well, but the weapons for Josh Allen, it's rough. And then on the other side, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. He had some good moments in this game. He had some bad moments in this game. It was a very Trevor Lawrence-y type game. Brooks, you've been watching the Jags.
Did you just verbalize Trevber Lawrence and call him Lawrence-y? Trevor Lawrence-y?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I used to do it with Delhomme a lot. When somebody has a real bad game, you just say he's looking pretty Delhomme-y. Brooks, you watched the most of us, most Jags of all of us. What did you see out of the Jags in this game in particular?
I mean, they just never really got going the way they have the past few weeks. I mean, they were just blowing people out on offense, and it just seemed like they couldn't get going. And their defense has been pretty decent too. So, yeah,
Josh Allen was getting banged around.
Even when, yeah, I mean, I honestly think that this was I don't know. I mean, this could have been they could have won this game for sure.
Oh, they needed to take a bigger lead in the first half than they did, in my opinion.
Yeah, and maybe it's playoff experience, right? I'm not really sure. Liam Cohen is his first year head coach. Who knows? But yeah, it just felt like it never really got going or kept going. I guess the momentum. But yeah, I mean, I didn't feel great about this bet. I was just going to keep riding them because it feels like something always goes right for Buffalo this year, or they keep coming back from some of these deficits. So, is it surprising? No, but
I wanted to root for Jacksonville so bad, but I couldn't because Brooks did what he did to us. So I was like, how the fuck am I rooting for Buffalo right now?
I mean, if Josh Allen's ever going to get it, this is the year to go get it.
Yeah, I'll say this, and Brooks, you put it. I'm going to paraphrase what you basically said, but they're a year ahead. They were a year ahead of schedule, and I think next year they're going to be one of the hot. They'll be the hot pick. Is my assumption.
Yeah. They also left a couple points out on the table or on the field with their kicker, who's been excellent all season. We've been talking about him a lot. He's an Arkansas Razorback, and our buddy Joe loves him. But he's one of the top 3 kickers in the league for sure. But
Arkansas people, we know this. Arkansas people buckle under pressure. We've already seen it. So, he's taking shots at Joe whenever I can. But you're right. They did leave points on the board for sure. And they did this without their number 2 overall pick. I mean, we got to remember that at some point or another. They did not have Travis Hunter for the better half of the year.
Yeah. And then on the other side of things, Josh Allen, I mean, he's just unbelievable. He had 7 incompletions, and I think he was sacked 400 times. But he was getting hit, knocked around this whole game. He was getting blown up, and it just didn't matter. It seemed like he was going to go out of the game multiple times. He went into the blue tent with a concussion, potential concussion at one point. He got his leg rolled up on. He got his wrist or his hand hit the helmet of one of his offensive linemen on one of the throws. It just seemed like everything that could happen to get him banged up, but not kick him out of the game happened. But he was still unbelievable and efficient, and he completed passes to 9 different players, and he had 7 incompletions. So he had more receivers than he had incompletions. I once again still don't understand what the Bills are thinking with this skill group. Keon Coleman's a healthy scratch half the year, and he's making big plays in this game. Khalil Shakir is Zay Flowers with no talent, but he produces exactly the same as Zay Flowers anyway. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm not. Look, if you put Khalil Shakir's football ability into Zay Flowers' athletic ability, that would be one hell of a football player. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. But for whatever reason, Khalil Shakir, 12 catches for 82 yards. He's just a stick mover for them. He's not faster than everybody. He's not more athletic than everybody. He's not more shifty than everybody, but he's open. And he's the only guy on the team that can get open.
Remember that positivity thing we were talking about? Remember that
I know. It's crazy. I know. Honestly, I'm giving him props for just being one of those guys that's just good at the sport, despite the fact that he's not like the most freak athlete of all time, like most of these NFL guys are. It's almost like there's skill in the sport that's not just athleticism.
Speaking of, and I know it's a different game, but we already talked about the game, so I'm just going backwards a little bit. But speaking about getting banged around, how about fucking Nico Collins? Holy shit, he was going to the wrong side. He was after he hit his head on the ground.
Yeah.
Brooks, I don't know if you got a chance to see this or not.
Yeah,
probably. If it was the second half, then no.
Second half, he broke his fall with his head, and he started going to the wrong sideline. Yeah,
he got up and started running to the wrong sideline. Which is, I would say, number one. The number one thing to say for the coach to say, yeah, you're not going to play anymore in this game. You shouldn't be playing anymore in this game. But anyway, putting the bow on Buffalo, they are going to be going to the number 1 seeded Denver Broncos next week in Mile High. Denver's going to be coming off a bye. This is a great game, and I am shocked that the line opened with Buffalo as the favorites on the road after Josh.
It's flipped.
I fucking knew it. I was saying it all night last night. I was telling everyone at work, I was like, it's 1.5. It's going to go 1.5 the other way by the end of the week. It took 1 day.
Already flipped. Laura would have told you to take the oppo. So,
but yeah, I was shocked because I mean, Denver is they've won 14 games. They haven't lost at home in forever. Other than that Jacksonville game, that was the only game they lost at home all year, I believe. And Josh Allen was getting banged around in this game. I don't know. But once again, if you're a bettor, are you going to bet on Bo Nix? Or are you going to bet on Josh Allen?
I know which way you're going. I already know.
I know which way I'm going. I know which way I'm going. I am Bo Nix hater number 1. All right, let's go back to the Saturday games. And really, all of these games were great until the last 2. So the first 4 were great. I guess should I say Los Angeles at Carolina. Carolina loses this game 34-31. Pretty heartbreaking loss for them. I'll say this. I think Carolina should have won this game.
So do
I really do. I really think they should have won this game. I really do.
Watching this game, I'm like, is Carolina going to do it? Are they going to win this game?
The Rams are going the wrong direction. And I know they won. It's weird to say that because they just won a playoff game. They're going the wrong way in terms of like just how they're playing. Carolina should have won that game.
Yeah. Look, I think they outplayed for the most part Los Angeles. It's hard to really argue. I don't really know. It's not like I can point at like 1 or 2 things that Carolina did that were like incredibly stupid that lost them the game, but. I don't know, man. It just felt like the whole game. It just kind of felt like Brooks said, like, is Carolina going to do this? Are they going to do this? it feels like they're going to do this. And then they just came up short at the end. Bryce Young, not his best game. He has 21 out of 40 with a touchdown and a pick. Jalen Coker, good for you. Holy cross. 9 catches for 134 yards and a touchdown. That's his biggest game of his career. Chuba Hubbard was great in this game. Rico Dowdle was not really anywhere to be seen. But I guess this game could have been a little bit more out of hand had Puka caught that one ball in stride down the sideline at the end of the first half. I don't know if you guys saw that. But Puka scored 2 touchdowns pretty early in the first half, and then he had a third one. He had like a wheel route or some sort of sideline route that Stafford hit him in the hands, and he just dropped. And that would have been a surefire touchdown. That would have been his 3rd touchdown of the game, and maybe the momentum's different if he catches that ball. But I don't know, man. I liked what I saw from this Carolina team. I'd be worried if I was an NFC South fan moving forward. I know we just kind of talk shit on that division in general, but I think this Carolina Panthers team has some moxie, and I think they showed a lot of good stuff moving forward. Do we want to do you have any other thoughts on the Rams or the Panthers side of things before we talk about the Rams and how they're going to fare moving forward?
No, I really don't. I think you hit it pretty good on the head. And I didn't get a chance to watch the first half, so I got to qualify. Anything I really give is going to be a little bit of one side and what I saw in the second half.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I don't really know what to think about this Rams team, and I know that they're playing Chicago. I think this is the better draw for them than Seattle. Certainly, I'd much rather play Chicago than Seattle. So they got lucky that San Francisco beat Philly there. But I don't know. I don't love what I've seen out of these Rams over the last 3-4 weeks. Like Brian said, they're kind of going downhill a little bit. What do you expect from them moving forward? Do you think this is going to be more of the same of the last couple of weeks, or do you think that this is going to light a fire under their ass? The fact that they almost lost in Carolina.
Brooks, I'll let you go first on this one, man.
I mean, I have no idea, to be honest with you. Who knows? I mean, it's the playoffs. They should have been up last week, but yeah, I mean, like what Randy said, I thought Carolina had it. They just kind of look lackadaisical, but I do think they do feel like a team that plays up to their competition, down to their competition. So it's kind of felt like that way all year. I mean, besides, even against us, we held them to 19 points, 17 points, something like that. They should have blown our defense out of the water because that was right when our defense was playing like shit. So,
yeah. Now I'm going to say this, and you guys disagree with me, please, if you feel it. This is the time of year that when you start getting into these divisional games where you lean on quarterbacks and people that have been there before. That's why I think the Rams will beat the Bears. And I'm obviously giving my pick away for later in the week, but this is where you lean on someone that's been there before.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess because you just mentioned it, let's go to the second game of Saturday. The Chicago Bears beat the Green Bay Packers by scoring 25 points in the fourth quarter of the game to win 31-27. Wow, that's tough.
It's probably the best throw I've seen all NFL season. Is that
the sideline throw?
One-legged fall away pass in between three, maybe even four defenders by Caleb Williams. That was fucking insane.
It's the best throw he's made in the NFL, for sure. Well, it was very, very like that. Those are the kind of throws we saw Aaron Rodgers make for a really long time. And I'm not comparing the two players. I'm just saying there's not a lot of guys in the NFL who can make that throw in that situation. Fourth down, game's on the line. If he misses that throw, the game's over. And he's just fucking darts him, fucking Coastin Loveland right on the sideline. And I know exactly what you're talking about. That was an excellent throw.
Where's the ESPN probability on that bullshit? Like 0.18% or something, like
stat that. Google Analytics.
Next Gen Stats presented by ESPN, sponsored by Coors Light.
Sponsored by Coors Light. Chicago before the fourth quarter had 6 total points. They scored 3 in the first quarter, 3 in the third quarter, got blanked in the second quarter. This was 21-3 at halftime. And let's go to the other sideline for a little bit. How do we lose this game in Fort Packers? How do we let this happen? How do we let our quarterback threw for 323 yards, had 4 touchdowns and no interceptions, and they lost? How does that happen? How? How does that happen? Matt LaFleur problem, Green Bay's defense problem. What's the problem, Brooks?
I mean, can we all agree that the Bears didn't win this game? The Packers gave this game to them.
More devastating loss for the Packers than great win for the Bears, I would say.
Yeah, I don't want to play the blame game, but because people normally want to, where's the blame go? This is definitely one of those, they lost the game, the other team didn't win the game. Now, the one throw obviously won the game. It's the best play of the game.
Sure,
But
shouldn't have been in that situation.
the Packers lost this game. The Bears didn't win this game.
Yeah, and I have a
I mean, at halftime, all Packers people on Twitter were saying, the game's over. I can just shut this off now.
There's nothing better than first half tweets and second half tweets when you start
freezing cold takes, baby. I love it. Yeah.
When you realize your team's you're mollywhopping another team, and then all of a sudden you end up fucking trying to give yourself a swirly in a urinal because your team lost. Yeah.
I mean, I was halfway hoping that I was halfway rooting for the Packers just because we've all said it. We don't think that this Bears team is probably as good as where they're at right now, but they keep fucking winning games. Like, how does this keep happening? And that they feel like the Commanders of last year.
Now, but this is a depleted, and everyone has injuries, so I'm going to qualify. But the Packers are missing two of their best players.
I know that. All right, so here's one specific example from this game. This is 3:27 left in the game. Packers are up 3.5. Packers are up by 3 with 3.5 minutes left in the game, and they have the ball. They throw to Dobbs for 34 yards. Then Jacobs gets stuffed. Chicago calls their first timeout. There's 3:11 left on the clock now. Love throws it to Golden for 12 yards. They get another first down. There's 3:10 left. Chicago calls timeout. They have one timeout left. There's 3 minutes left on the clock. It is second down. Jacobs gets stuffed. Jacobs gets stuffed on first down. It's now second down. Love is incomplete in the end zone from the 30-yard line. What are we doing? Why are we passing the ball into the end zone? Why are we not trying to run the clock out and kick the field goal and go up by 6? Next play. Green Bay calls a timeout and then gets a delay of game coming out of the timeout.
How is that
fucking possible? Then Jordan Love throws another ball into the end zone, incomplete. Now, Chicago has one timeout left. There's 3 minutes left on the clock, and then Green Bay misses the field goal. What are we doing? Run the ball twice, take it down to the 2-minute warning. They've got no timeouts left. They got no time left on the clock. Maybe you're a little bit closer and your guy doesn't shank the field goal. What do we think? What are we throwing the ball in the end zone twice in a row when there's 3 minutes left and we're up 3? What are we doing? I don't get it.
Is this the game Laura picked?
No, it's not. I don't get. This is a game I won. I just don't get it. And I don't know. I mean, I just and we'll talk about some more stupid coaching decisions over the weekend because I had a lot of
delay of game coming out of a timeout
with 3 minutes left. When you're up, you're winning. You're on their side of the field. You're almost in the red zone, for Christ's sake. What are we doing? All these they're like out coaching themselves. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, this is stuff like this is the reason why there's rumors now that LaFleur on the hot seat.
They said so, but there was reports that they were working on an extension for him.
That is the Vegas fucking tweet, Adam. They're thinking about working on an extension. Well, I'm thinking about taking a poop. All right, so
yeah, but chances are of the second thing happening are 100%.
It's such a big thing. Like I think I might like women. I know I like women, but I'm thinking about it now. Like, what? Are you signing them or are you not signing them?
Oh man. How about DJ Moore, by the way, catching the game-winning touchdown twice against the Packers this year? He's hurt. Yeah.
Why did the Terps have so many players in the damn playoffs?
Dude, it was crazy.
They can't win any college football games.
The Patriots Chargers game when they were doing the intros. the NBC Sunday night intros, they were doing the player intros, and they always say where they go to school, and there were like 3 Marylands. And there were 2 of them I had never heard of. I was like, who is this guy?
Who's this?
I haven't heard of this guy.
Maryland podcast.
Yeah.
And I mean, and then we got Roman Hemby playing for the #1 team fucking buzzsaw in the country right now.
Yeah.
And we asked him to leave. We basically said, no, we're not.
Mike Blacksley told him,
Thanks,
get the
Mike.
fuck out of here.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you're
We
doing
want-
good
we
on
want
another
to
team.
We want to get younger.
You
Oh man, unbelievable. But yeah, it was bad. It was bad coaching. It seemed like for me, it seemed like bad coaching lost Green Bay this game. Bad play, bad coaching, whatever you want to call it. Also, I mean, once again,
Also,
got to give props to Caleb.
this
Williams.
picture right here.
Is incredible. Incredible.
Oh man, Lendale White, man, thunder and lightning. Got
Him
all
and
that.
CJ2K on the same team. That's wild. That's a wild.
Yeah.
Lendale White, when he was at USC,
Mhm.
he said he lost 30 pounds because he stopped drinking tequila.
Mhm. Miguel
No,
Cabrera
I was-
had a similar story.
So the
Yeah, yeah, he did.
That's so true. But back to Lindale White. I was thinking about this. The reason why I have this as my name, because I was thinking the other day, I was like, man, Reggie Bush was a monster and he split carries.
Ooh, Lendale White.
Like, think about
Yeah.
how good he was and he split carries. Like, imagine if he was a feature back.
Now I want you to think about this, and this is a real story. And I might have said it about a year ago on the podcast. I watched something about Ed Ogeron, go Tigers. Ed Ogeron was the recruiting guy for USC at the time, and he was recruiting Adrian Peterson. So Adrian Peterson's second school was USC during Reggie Bush and Lendale White. Can you imagine that fucking backfield?
Nope.
Holy shit. And the only reason that he ended up going to Oklahoma, being Adrian Peterson, is because his dad was incarcerated at the time. And so he wanted his dad to be able to watch his football games. And Ed Ogeron said he actually went to whatever Oklahoma prison that his dad was in and tried to get him transferred to a Los Angeles prison. Like, that's
Dude,
a crazy
that is
story.
fucking commitment as a recruiting coordinator. Oh, that I want that guy. Jesus. Also, if Adrian Peterson doesn't watch himself, he's going to get himself incarcerated as well. So.
Yeah. Gotta stay away from them switches. Anyway.
You're on fire today, dude.
We're off the rails.
Jeff
And I'm the only
Passan.
one drinking.
That's not true. I think Brian is drinking. I saw high noon. Jeff Passan tweeted, since we've been doing this, Jeff Passan has tweeted that the San Francisco Giants are aggressively pursuing a second baseman via trade. They have engaged with both Chicago and St. Louis about Nico Horner and Brendan Donovan, who are two of the big names that are potentially going to be traded. So San Francisco is trying to make their move. Haven't had any luck with the free agents yet, as far as I can remember. Have they signed a free agent?
Who? San
San Francisco? Maybe they have.
If they
I think maybe they have made one move. I can't remember. Anyway,
Actually, I think the only team that hasn't signed a free agent this year are the Yankees. I heard. I don't know if that's true or not.
Or the Red Sox. The Red Sox have spent $0 million.
Yeah, I think you might be right. You might be right. Like, they made a couple moves. I mean, they got Sonny Gray.
Yeah,
they got Sonny Gray. Yeah.
Trades, but they were trades.
Yeah. We will. We'll get into baseball after we finish up football. But just to put a bow on the Bears-Packers game, Packers going home. Unfortunate for their fan base, but you did lose 2 of your best players once again, like Brian said. Get back healthy. Get Micah Parsons back. Get Tucker Kraft back. Get a couple guys back. Get a new kicker. And we'll see. Maybe we'll see you next year. Jordan, I will say this.
Let this breeze pass. Get a new kicker.
I give Jordan Love a lot of shit because I don't really think he's a top tier quarterback, and he gets paid like one and he gets treated like one. But when it comes playoff time, this dude performs. He 100% performs. 4 touchdowns, 320 passing yards. Can't really put any of this blame on him. It's not like he was out there missing throws or or fumbling the ball or anything. It was just, kind of a team loss. But I do want to put some respect on Jordan Love, though. And quite honestly, I want to put some respect on Caleb Williams, too. I talked a lot of shit about the Bears earlier this year. I said they were going to be an 11-loss team after they came and got embarrassed by us and Tyler Huntley. And then a couple weeks later, they absolutely destroyed the Eagles by running the ball down their fucking throats. And it seemed like Ben Johnson's message really took shape in the second half of the season. Caleb started playing a lot better.
They were a team that made a priority to go out and get some offensive line help. I mean, I know they got Joe Tooney and stuff like that, and they got some old guys.
First team All-Pro, by the way.
But we weren't sure how good they were going to be since like everybody they brought in was like way older.
Yeah, they brought in ancient dudes. You're right, but they did. I guess the offensive lineman can hold up for a while somehow miraculously.
They're playing well, and also I know we keep flipping back to the Steelers, but I just came across this on Twitter and it made me laugh, so I have to share this. Mike Tomlin in big games.
I saw one where it was Doc Rivers in a Steelers jersey. I saw that.
So I had to share that real quick.
James Franklin. Oh man, I love it. It was such a great year to hate on Pennsylvania sports. The Phillies melted down, the Eagles melted down, the Steelers melted down, Penn State melted down. Everything happened. It was great.
Unfortunately, the Baltimore teams melted down.
Melted down too. Yeah.
Hey, we're taking some solace in our displeasure too.
Yeah, good time to take advantage of Maryland sports as well. I'm going to throw something out there and just throw shit against the wall here. If Rodgers doesn't come back, I don't know what Mac Jones' contract is, but that would not be a bad landing spot for him in Pittsburgh. That'd be a very nice landing spot.
He's going to be the Colts, Falcons, Steelers. One of those teams is going to be the Mac Jones team, I would think, or the Jets.
Purdy, right? He's Brock Purdy minus $260 million.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
there you go. Sure. Speaking of Brock Purdy, I got some thoughts. I got some thoughts on that game.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
My first thought watching this game was Demarcus Robinson, touchdown, former Ravens great. Can't believe he's on the Niners. Didn't know it.
I saw your text. I'm like, this fucking guy.
I thought he was still in L.A.
So did I. When did he go to San Francisco?
I don't know. Witness protection's a bitch, man.
When the fuck did we get that guy?
Did
you get any ice cream?
I don't know. Another former Ravens great, Kyle Juszczyk. 34-year-old fullback turned into the number one receiver on the San Francisco 49ers for the second half of this game and was unbelievable. There was a ball before Kittle even got hurt in this game, which we'll talk about. There was a ball over the middle that was thrown well above the head of Kyle Juszczyk, and he jumped up and grabbed it about 8 feet in the air. And I was like, holy shit, Kittle. He just doesn't drop those balls over the middle. And it came up, and it was Juszczyk, and I was like, that was Kyle Juszczyk? Holy shit.
I got a question.
Is
Kyle Juszczyk going to be a Hall of Famer? Because he's now a 10-time Pro Bowler. 10 times.
He's the only
a lot.
He's been one of like 5 fullbacks in the league for most of that.
Yeah. Well,
so I agree with you. I love the guy.
Also,
but Hall of Fame might be.
I think because fullback, there's not that many fullbacks to go to the Pro Bowl. You're picking the litters like 8 guys, so that's tough.
I agree with you, but I mean he's putting up like his resume is getting pretty ridiculous at this point. And also that made me think about how badly we need to re-sign Patrick Ricard this year.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous about it.
Yeah. That's not just 10 Pro Bowls, by the way. That's 10 consecutive Pro Bowls.
Why are we so good at signing or drafting fullbacks, kickers, long snappers, but we can't find a fucking really, 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 really good receiver? I just don't understand.
Kickers, huh? We're good at drafting kickers this year.
You done? You done now?
Well, we didn't draft Tucker.
Okay. All right. So Kyle Juszczyk was the number one receiver for the Niners in the second half, and they still beat this god-awful, miserable Philadelphia offense that just disappears. I say it. They just disappear for 2 hours at a time, and I don't know where they go. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what the hell happened to A.J. Brown. But if he's on the Eagles next year, I would be absolutely shocked. They absolutely hate him in Philly. Every Philly fan I have talked to. There was a video of a little kid coming out of the stadium, and he said, I want Kevin Patullo on the next bus to wherever, and I want A.J. Brown in another uniform next year or whatever. And it was just like an 8 to 10-year-old kid. And I saw a bunch of people in Philly talking about it.
He wanted A.J. Brown in another uniform, and he wanted Kevin Patullo flipping burgers.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. And I have seen,
you know what? He's cooking in the first half, but the second half is always raw.
And I love that after he fucking bitches out whatever he was saying to Sirianni, who we already said looks like he's got a smushed face, it's ready for a fucking fist. After he bitches out Sirianni and says what he says, he then goes out and drops 2 passes in the next 3 series. So suck it, nerd.
Yeah, that team is in shambles. I'm not mad about it. I agree. I'm not mad about it either. I will say this. Their offensive line took an absolute beating this year. They lost Lane Johnson, who's a first ballot Hall of Famer. They lost Cam Jurgens for most of the season. They lost Landon Dickerson for a lot of the season. Jordan Mailata was in and out. And they lost Mekhi Becton to free agency, who went to that great Chargers offensive line this year.
Remember the positivity comments.
I know. I'm doing my best, but there's a lot of bad this weekend, too.
Normally it's Brooksy and I doing the negativity. You're the ray of sunshine, dude.
If I'm Vic Fangio and that Eagles defense, anybody on that defensive staff, I'm looking at the offense across the room, and I'm like, what in the fuck were you guys doing? That 49ers team, everyone on their defense that you've ever heard of is out for the year. They tore their ACL, their Achilles, their whatever. They're done. And they scored 19 points on the Niners. I don't get it. How?
They are and we talked about this maybe about 6-7 weeks ago. Orlovsky, who I do trust as a evaluator of quarterbacks, said that the offense coordinator, I forget his name, Padula, whatever it is.
Kevin Patullo.
Patullo, yeah. He's dumbed down the offense, and that was a direct quote, dumbed down the offense because Hurts can't process shifts and motions and certain things where he can't read where the protection needs to be and stuff. And they looked bland as hell. I mean, it was they made vanilla ice cream look sexy.
Well, I mean, if you watch the NFL and you watch every week, every team, especially the smart teams, and San Francisco was doing it all game, every single play before the snap, there's a guy moving across the line of scrimmage or moving left to right, wherever. The Eagles don't do any of that. And they have so many weapons on that offense. It just, I don't get it. And I know there's a lot of, Sirianni wants to play this way. He wants to limit turnovers because he thinks our defense is so good that if we limit turnovers, it doesn't matter if we put up a lot of points, we're going to win these games. And to be honest with you, it worked a lot of the years. They suffocated teams out and won these games despite the fact that they were so, kind of boring on offense and vanilla, like Brian said. But, I mean, look, you get to the playoffs and you're playing a team, not a very good defense, and you put up 19 points. It's just not going to do it in today's football. You're just not going to beat teams playing 19 or scoring 19 points, especially teams like San Francisco, who seem like they can manufacture drives out of thin air.
The Eagles lost to a backup team.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. Outside of McCaffrey, Juszczyk, Brock Purdy, there's no Ayuk. There's no Fred Warner. You went down the laundry list of the injuries they had.
Michael Williams, they lost half of their defensive free agency last year. Debo's gone. Doesn't matter. You
can't lose those games. I mean, there's definitely some turmoil there, and we've talked about this throughout the duration of the season. It just never seemed like it got going the right way. So
yeah. Congratulations to San Francisco. Congratulations for Jawan Jennings, who's become quickly rising up the leaderboards of non-quarterback passers ever.
So I heard that,
especially in the play. He's been like the Antoine Randall of the last couple of years. He's throwing touchdowns left and right.
He's thrown 2 touchdowns in the playoffs. The only player that I think do that, or maybe one of 3 players to do that. That's a non-quarterback. But Do you know he was the 9th rated quarterback coming out of high school? I don't even know where Jawan Jennings went to college.
No, actually, he was the 5th rated because the 9th rated was Lamar Jackson.
How about that?
Sam Darnold, and Joe Burrow were also below him on the quarterback rankings for that year.
He's a 4-star quarterback. That's
crazy. Just turned himself into a great receiver. He scored a rushing, receiving, and passing touchdown in the Super Bowl last year.
Hey, and while we're on the topic of Philly, I just thought about this because I'm actually getting pretty hungry right now.
Or not last year, a couple years ago. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, favorite cheesesteak in Philly. Where are you going? Where are you going? And Laura, you don't get an opportunity because you lost Dusty a bet, so you don't get a chance to answer this. Where are you going for a cheesesteak in Philadelphia?
I've only been to Philly once or twice. The only cheesesteak place I've been to more than once in Philly is called John's Roast Pork.
Yeah,
and it's not even a cheesesteak place. It's just like this little roadside stand that's kind of dingy and it's really fucking good.
Yeah, it's really good. I've been there a couple times. It's awesome. I'm going Jim's on South Street. That's my jam.
Jim's on South Street. Do you do Whiz or do you do provolone?
Whiz Wit, man.
I mean, I haven't been to Philly since like New Year's 11.
11?
2011. It's been like 15 years since I've been to Philly.
Yeah. I'm more of a provolone guy. I like the Whiz, but not every time.
Yeah, Whiz Wit. That's cheese whiz with onions. That's Whiz Wit.
Yeah, I want onions. And people in Philly probably wouldn't like the way I order my cheesesteak because I like mayonnaise and hots on it too. Sue me.
Don't actually.
Yeah, don't.
don't act.
You're not going to get much. San Francisco will now go on to play division rivals Seattle, coming off their bye week at home. A rematch of the game we saw in week 18. Seattle's playing the same team 2 weeks in a row. San Francisco had that Eagles team mashed in the middle. And the last time, last time these two teams met, it was 7.5 open. I don't know what it is now. I would imagine it's somewhere around there. Seattle won that game 13-3 and just completely swallowed San Francisco whole. I don't know. We'll see. Sam Darnold in the playoffs. I mean, Kyle Shanahan, the coaching job he did this year. I know he's not going to win Coach of the Year, but God, with the quarterback being out most of the year, the whole defense getting injured, still winning 12 games, still beating the Eagles in the playoffs, the defending champs. I mean, it's hard to argue with what that guy's put on tape this year.
Yeah, so Fred Warner will be coming back.
Fred Warner comes back. I mean, he's the best middle linebacker in the league. So, yeah. And then last game we have to talk about, which we're not going to talk about too much because it was probably the most boring game of all time. 16-3 win New England over Los Angeles. Justin Herbert was just getting absolutely mauled in this game. Their offensive line was horrible. He didn't do himself any favors. He did miss a couple throws, but I mean, he was running for his life.
The best thing about that game is Mike Vrabel's bleeding lip. It's great.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about as much you'll get out of me.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. I forgot about that too. Former Raven great Devin Duvernay had a nice little punt return in that. Devin Duvernay.
The
guy I would have completely forgot about. Until I saw. Good for New England. Drake May honestly didn't really play all that great in this game. He ran really well, but he missed some throws that he doesn't normally miss. I think this game could have gotten a little bit more out of hand than it did. But, I mean, New England dominated this game from the jump. It wasn't really all that close, even though I know final score, it's only 13 points. But, I mean, Los Angeles, they could not move the ball on offense at all. They had no semblance of a running game. Herbert, once again, running for his life. Their tackles are dead. Their offensive line was in shambles. I think they had a great season despite the fact that they lost.
I'm going to make this point, and look, this I'm not shitting on anything. I'm staying positive, but I'm just kind of making it an analysis here. If San Francisco can have all these fucking injuries and be successful, why can't the Los Angeles Chargers do it? I mean, they have a really good defense. Derwin James is one of my favorite defensive players in the league. I know you lost both your tackles. You have a great quarterback. He's got a hurt hand. But hell, if Kyle Shanahan can do it, why can't Jim Harbaugh?
I agree with you, and I think their defense clearly played well enough to keep them in the game. They only gave up 16 points to this New England team that's been putting up 30, 35 on everyone.
Well, it probably shows you how much lines matter because the majority of what the injuries are for the Chargers is their stellar offensive line. So
fair point. Very fair point.
Especially the tackles. I mean, two All-Pro tackles being there and not being in there, and the guys that they got to replace the left tackle specifically got hurt. They ran out, I think, 7 different left tackles this year, and they benched four of them ended up on IR, and 3 of them got benched at some point in the season. So they were trying to figure out which guy that got benched was going to play for them. So, I mean, what are you supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? And once again, I don't want to make excuses for anybody, but Justin Herbert, though, 0-3 in the playoffs. And that includes that 28-point lead that they blew to Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson back in the day. Or maybe that was Doug Marone. It was Doug Peterson. It was Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson. But Doug Marone was there. Marone was there when when the Jags almost beat the Patriots.
To go to the Super Bowl. That team's so good. Blake Bortles. Allen Hurns. Allen Robinson.
Allen Hurns. There's a name.
Number 0. First team All-Pro has come out. Matthew Stafford is the quarterback. A lot of speculation whether it's going to be Matthew Stafford or Drake May holding the MVP trophy. Most of the time, the first AP first team All-Pro quarterback wins the MVP. Didn't happen last year. As we know, as Ravens fans, Lamar was first team All-Pro quarterback, but did not win the MVP. Bijan Robinson is the running back. Kyle Juszczyk, of course, is the fullback. Puka Nacua, Jamar Chase, and Jackson Smith and Jigba are the receivers. Christian McCaffrey is the flex all-purpose offensive weapon. Trey McBride. Then we have Garrett Bowles of Denver, Quinn Miners of Denver, Penei Sewell, Joe Thuney, and Creed Humphrey. Myles Garrett, Will Anderson, and Micah Parsons are the edge rushers, yada, yada, yada. No Ravens on here other than Kyle Hamilton and the punter, Jordan Stout.
I was waiting for you to say it. I want the words to come out of your mouth.
So, I guess I have to eat my words a little bit. I said Jordan Stout was the best player, or was the worst player in the NFL. Several times I've said that. He had a good year. What am I supposed to say? Patrick Ricard, second team All-Pro, fullback, even though he was hurt for most of the year. And then I don't see any Ravens on the second team. They
don't deserve to be. Fuck
I would say this. I think Cam Hayward deserved first team all defense, and he got second team. I don't know. We'll see.
Who were the D tackles? Who were the DTs?
Zach Allen, Denver, and Jeffrey Simmons, Tennessee.
I mean, you can't. Who are you taking off that? Because those are great choices.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not. I don't want to give lifetime achievement awards here, but Cam Hayward in year 17 having the best year of his career, I feel like, let's give that guy a nod. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. I think Cam Hayward's going to get some Hall of Fame buzz. He's certainly going to be in the Ring of Honor for the Steelers.
I think to get Hall of Fame buzz, he's going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
he's definitely going in the Hall of Fame.
Before we get to baseball, let's quickly go over some college football stuff, and we don't have to quickly go over it. If you want to talk about it, we can. But Miami is going to be playing a home game in the national championship, and it doesn't matter because they're getting 8.5 points. This Indiana team is fucking ridiculous. They kicked the dog shit out of Oregon.
Give me Miami. I'll bet something. I'll bet a pie to the face if you want. I'm taking Miami.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have another podcast before this game, so we don't have to make the picks now. But we can
something to keep in mind. These IU fans are traveling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. They said it was 80-20. IU
if
fans.
Not more. If not more.
At the home stadium in Miami.
No. In Atlanta.
The past game.
Oh, the last game.
In Atlanta. They said if not more, and it could have been 90-10. Well, and they said it was ridiculous. And all the people that I've seen, every single place that they were bar hopping along the way is all IU fans. It was nobody else.
Well, good for them. That's awesome. I mean, enjoy this. Don't wake up from this dream. Stay in this dream because it's a dream season. Good for them.
I mean, look, 10 seconds into the game, they had already had a pick six. It did not get any closer from there. I think, what was it, 35-7? It was like 35-7 at halftime, something like that. Dude. It was unbelievable. It was an absolute domination.
I remember watching that pick six, and I was like, all right, there's got to be a flag. Like, what? Like, this never happens. Like,
yeah. And they drink a lot of beer, says Randy. Love that. To be fair, Atlanta is pretty far away from Oregon, almost as far as you're going to get. But yeah, I mean, if I'm an IU fan, I'm traveling all over God's green earth trying to see this too.
Look, I know we got one more pod, but I'm taking Miami. I'll take it, and I'll take it straight up. I'll take it straight up. I don't need the points.
Ooh,
Miami.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So
give me Miami, boys, and I'll take a pie to the face.
No.
You keep doing this, and I keep thinking you're doing Booker T.
Between now and Thursday, Dusty and I have some time to think about whatever this punishment could be.
I'm taking Miami straight up. I love that Miami defensive line.
I might go straight to the source of the worst punishments ever, Drew Burton, and ask him what he thinks. I'm looking for ideas, Drew.
First thing that came to mind was the scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin where they wax him.
Oh, no. I got
dude.
Yes.
We need a weed whacker for that. Yeah, we need a weed whacker for that. So, yeah, Indiana, Oregon wasn't even – honestly, not much to talk about. Indiana was completely dominant, wasn't a game at all. And they could have scored 70 if they wanted to, I really think. They just were not to be stopped in that game. On the other side, the Miami Ole Miss game was really good. Really, really good game. Trinidad Chambliss, unfortunately, not granted his 6th year of eligibility. He will have to enter the NFL draft. I think this is probably good. This is probably a good thing. I love that guy. I love his story, and he was awesome for the whole college football playoff and really for the season. But really good story for Ole Miss, almost coming out with it. I really thought they were going to win too. They went down and scored with just a little bit too much time left, and they just could not stop that Miami offense. And Carson Beck, props to him. I thought if Miami lose this game, he was going to be the reason. He played pretty well. He uplifted them. He scored the most important points of the game, which was that last touchdown with his legs. How do you think he's going to be able to match up against this Indiana defense, which has just been swarming?
I don't think he's going to be able to match up well. What I think is that they're skill position guys. You know, obviously the running backs and the wide receivers, and one of them is a true freshman. I forget his name off the top of my head right now. Just throwing stuff in the flat could really. They're going to widen the field. They're going to spread Indiana out because Indiana's D line is so dominant, and they're bigger than Miami, which is weird to say because you would never think those words would come out of our mouths. But I think they're going to spread them out and start throwing things in the flat, and they're going to start getting this speed on the corners outside the numbers.
You think it's speed?
Speed.
How fast will it go? Stat of the week, stat of the day, stat of the day, stat of the day. Malachi Toney, the star wideout for Miami, was 11 years old when Carson Beck was a freshman at Georgia. That's my stat of the day.
Up. Shut up.
11 years old.
How would people?
That is my stat of the day.
How do people from Pennsylvania say that?
How do people from what? Tony or 11?
11 years old.
Oh yeah, they speak with an upward inflection. It's weird.
In the middle of the sentence.
Yeah.
11 years old.
Yeah. Derek Klein does that a lot, and I notice it, and it bothers me.
Bothers me too. First thing I noticed when I transferred to a Pennsylvania school, I was like, "Why do you guys talk so funny?"
We talk funny. We just don't realize it because we're so used to it.
Well, we have more of the Philly accent. For whatever reason, like the outskirts of Philly, like the more rural areas, they talk more
Delco. We said Baltimore sounds Delco-y.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a
We
show called
emphasize
Task
the
on
A's.
HBO, and it's set in Delco, and it just reminded me a lot of people I know.
But everybody I went to college with around like the Lancaster area and stuff like that, they emphasize like the middle of the sentence, and it used to drive me nuts.
It
sounds like
really
they're
weird
asking
thing.
a question all the time.
Why did I just think of that SNL thing? Foo Fighters.
Yes, it's exactly what it is. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's what it is.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Talking about Foo
Oh
Fighters.
man, yeah, love that. So yeah, Brian's going to take Miami. He doesn't need the spread. He wants Miami plus 280. He wants them to win outright. He thinks they're going to.
True.
We'll see. I don't know about that. Also, the kid that we were talking about last week from Washington, Damon Williams, he has decided to stay at Washington after all. After a whole hullabaloo of stuff happened last week that we talked about.
Stop with this. Fuck you.
I'm going to start looking up stupid words before the podcast. And I'm just going to see if I can sneak them in without you noticing.
You're an ass. I do like that he hired an attorney, and the attorney told him to go back to Washington. The language in the contract he signed for the NIL stuff, like go back.
Yeah,
moron.
I love that too. The LSU did get a quarterback transfer. I can't remember where he is from. Sam Levitt. He's from Arizona State.
Arizona State, yeah.
Yeah, number 2 quarterback.
Raiola is going to Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So number 2 quarterback and the top uncommitted player going to Sam Levitt. There's a leave it.
There you go.
Yeah, going to LSU. Yeah, no, he's from Arizona State.
Who's the SC? Sellers.
Yeah. South Carolina, Lenora Sellers. Yeah. I don't know where he's going. Did he announce yet?
No, he's staying.
He's
staying. Yeah, he's staying. But LSU went on a rampage after they weren't going to get Underwood from Michigan. When Underwood went back to Michigan, they started going to backup options.
Did you guys see what Ty Simpson is accepted an offer for?
No.
Go back to Alabama. It's like something ridiculously like his NIL deal.
Well, they say like the average quarterback get like $3 to $4 million.
You got Ty Simpson NIL bids $6.5 million.
What is that confirmed?
That's an offer reportedly offered from Miami for the next season. Ole Miss offered him $4 million. Tennessee also offered him $4 million.
It says 3 SEC schools have offered at least $4 million, and another program has offered 6.5. I thought that they had.
He entered the draft
officially.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you do that?
I don't know, Dust.
You better do some research.
He is declared for the NFL draft.
That is foolish. That is financially foolish on his part.
It's the early entry deadline as of now. I guess he still has time to pull out if he wants to, but as of now, he is in the NFL draft.
Pull out.
Dude.
Yeah.
Leave it. Don't get your head out of the gutter. Get your head out of the gutter.
Don't get yourself in a Damon Williams situation where you're going to hire a lawyer and he's going to say, yeah, whatever.
I would have loved to have been in that meeting. Like, hey, do me a favor, go back to Washington now because you fucked yourself.
All right. We will talk about that Indiana-Miami game in more depth on Thursday because we're going to be doing our previews for the weekend. And that game's on Monday, so it makes a little bit more sense. But anyway, that's a little bit of update on the landscape of college football. College basketball, we don't want to talk about because we're from Maryland, and college basketball is not going great so far this year for us Maryland guys.
We knew,
and it's we knew it was going to happen. It's a lot of new guys.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't want to hear
Also-
anything about Buzz Williams. Hey, look, give him a year. Just give the man a year.
Give him a couple
That's
years.
Give him a couple years, yeah.
But also, I mean, I guess the big thing to talk about today is the Ravens press conference with EDC and Bisciotti here starting at
Yeah,
2
that's
o'clock.
today.
So that's going to be
That's
Oh, it's
happening
today.
must
Um,
watch television for that.
Really, really interested in what they say if they open the floor to questions and what kind of questions they're going to be answering. I'm sure they're going to be asked about Harbaugh and all kinds of stuff. What the future is going to be looking like with Lamar and all that stuff. So I also saw Zach Orr got an interview with the Cowboys for their DC job. That would make a lot of sense.
Positivity, man. Come on, let's go.
All right, here. There's nothing more positive to turn this whole podcast around than this announcement that came out yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is must have.
Yes.
This
This
is
is
must
a
have
must-go
merchandise.
game.
this
If
is
this game isn't sold out, that's God damn it.
I mean,
And
it's
then
so
what-
cool.
It's
and-
already
and it-
sold out.
No. If this game isn't sold out, then people
Oh.
need to be. Yeah, Baltimore should be ashamed.
It's so fucking random, and I understand. Like I heard everything behind why they're doing it
Yeah,
and everything like that, but it's still fucking random as hell.
it's awesome. That's going to be the hottest. That's going to be such a hot commodity around town. And then you know
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going to happen? They're going to do an Omar one the season after this one coming up.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
All
I
right,
would love that.
Yeah,
RIP,
big Michael
R.I.P.
Williams.
Michael K. Williams. R.I.P. Omar too. Sorry, spoilers, but that show came out 25 years ago. So
All right, well, hey, boys. Since we just touched baseball a little bit there, do you
Yeah.
want to do the impromptu draft?
Sure.
sure, let's do it.
Play the music. There's nothing more that makes me smile than obviously seeing you guys. But that song, whoever came up with that, Brooksy, did you come up with the song or did AI come up with that song?
It's just
I
a
don't know. I
free
found
song,
it,
right?
Well, I have to dispute it every single time on YouTube, but yeah.
Sweet. A little behind the scenes there for you. Brian, what's the draft today and what's the order?
Impromptu draft, and I just started writing down two names right away while we were sitting here talking about the bobblehead. And we talked about this the other day when we did cleanup hitters. We're going to do best leadoff hitters, dream leadoff hitters.
Okay.
I only have two
Leadoff
names written down
hitters.
right now.
Is it Ricky Henderson and Ichiro?
I gotta see who won. As of yesterday, I was winning, but
I voted for Brian.
Dusty.
I voted for Brian on accident, and I couldn't change. So, yeah.
How about this? I'll pick draft order. I like going second. For some weird reason, I like going second. So why don't I let I'm going to go Dusty go first, and then Brooks he go third.
Okay. I'll go first. I mean, I'll take the greatest leadoff hitter of all time. Give me Ricky Henderson.
Ricky be Ricky.
Ricky gone. The Will Clark story about Ricky from the spring training is so good. I
It's
watched that
incredible.
video. It comes up on my feed. I watch it even though I know exactly what the video is already.
It's incredible. I'm going to go a little off cuff. All right. I'm going to go Kenny Lofton.
Ooh, okay. I love Kenny Lofton. Kenny Lofton, it should be in the Hall of Fame, or at least should be have gotten past his first ballot.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm not saying he's a Hall of Famer, but he definitely should have got past the first round of him being on the ballot. You're right.
yeah, I would agree. For mine, I got to go Ichiro. Seems like a no-brainer here. And I got to go with the guy who has the most hits of all time, Pete Rose.
Yep. It's a good one.
Ichiro, was Pete Rose the leadoff hitter for most of his career? Because I don't really know that.
I don't want to. I don't know the answer to the question. No, sorry.
I mean, it says he is here from what I'm doing research on.
All right, each your own. Pete Rose, pretty tough to argue with those kind of guys.
There's also another one on here that I was very unaware of, but I'll say that later.
I've done no research whatsoever, but I'm going with Kyle Schwarber.
Wow,
That's awesome.
Schwarber outside of the box there.
We forget that he's a fucking leadoff hitter.
These guys have to have hit leadoff, or we just think that their skills would translate to leadoff hitting, just like the cleanup guys.
I'm going to say majority of his at-bats are leadoff because, I mean, in the last 3 or 4 years of his career, he's been a leadoff hitter.
Yeah. I want to pick Tony Gwynn right now, but I don't know if he was a leadoff hitter. But he's a guy who I would want in my leadoff spot. I don't think he was. I think he hit second or third most of his career. That's what I'm saying. Am I allowed to take Tony Gwynn?
Yeah,
No.
sure. No, okay.
No?
He's not a leadoff hitter.
Schwarber's been leading off for a while here, so I'm sticking with my Schwarbs.
All right, well, give me the I'm going to take the stolen base king before Ricky Henderson. Give me Lou Brock.
Ooh.
So I have the two top stolen base getters in the history of baseball. So I'm cool with that. We're going to be fucking running. And I'm going to take another guy, Ronald Acuna Jr., speaking of running, who stole 70 bags a couple years ago.
Like that,
He's also a leadoff hitter. There we go.
Shit, man. I guess I could go Ohtani then if you're going
I thought
regular.
about it. I know Ohtani.
But
All
I'm
right.
not doing it. I'm not gonna do it.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go a little Orioles oriented. I'm going Mr. Brady Anderson.
I like
Wow.
it. I like it. He was
Brady
still-
Anderson.
even without the 50 home run season, he was a solid player.
Mm.
Always.
I got two next that if anyone takes them, I'm gonna be fucking stunned.
I've got here for my first of my two is going to be Juan Pierre.
You kidding me?
And
Juan Pierre
I'm
was
also-
the guy I was going to pick.
And I'm also going to go Orioles oriented because he was one of my favorite Orioles of all time. Give me Brian Roberts.
Love it.
Damn. You have thrown me for a loop, sir. Because I don't have another one after the one I'm about to take right now. And I'm going to take Mr. Otis Nixon.
Okay.
It's a Blue Jay.
What year did he play in?
Like he was part of those World Series teams.
Otis Nixon.
Mm-hmm.
Otis
Wow.
Jr. Nixon. Career batting average 270.
Don't care. We running, baby. And he had a
swiping bags. Holy shit, dude.
yeah. He was swiping bags, and he had a face like Johnny Cochran. I mean, this dude looked old at a young age.
We got this guy Mongo. He's got a forehead like a drive-in movie theater. He's good shit.
Oh shit! Big news! Breaking news, boys.
What we got, Bob?
The Arizona, according to Jeff Passan, the Arizona Diamondbacks are acquiring 8-time All-Star third baseman Nolan Arenado.
I knew it was coming.
With the St. Louis Cardinals.
I knew it was coming.
Should sign Goldie back and just get the boys back together.
Arenado has agreed to waive his no-trade clause, and the deal is done. But they haven't announced what St. Louis is getting back yet.
Good for them. Arenado's been not great the last couple of years, but change of scenery might do him some good. He's a great fucking player. That's awesome for them.
I'm not kidding, and I'm not trying to act like I'm cool or smart. But when you were talking about second baseman, I was thinking maybe Arenado would transfer from third base to second base. And holy shit, that's just wild to think that it happened right here live. It's no Pete Alonso move though. Where he starts chugging beers.
Oh no! I mean, if it was the Orioles, maybe. But
We'd be getting naked. Yeah.
All right. So the next guy I wanted to take was Rod Carew, but based on what I'm looking at, he only led off around 370 games. So I don't think that reaches the criteria here. So I don't think Rod Carew is going to be able to be taken here. But who is eligible here is a guy you don't think of as a leadoff hitter, and I didn't know it was a leadoff hitter until just now. Wade Boggs apparently had about half of his career plate appearances as a leadoff hitter. Not a traditional speed guy, but I mean, he hit like 340 every year. So give me Wade Boggs and give me former Orioles great Tim Raines, probably most notably of the Montreal Expos, but his son played for the O's.
And so did he.
And so did he. I know. So those are my guys. We got 2 more left. Brian, you get 1 more, and Brooks, you get 1 more as well.
I had to do a little bit of research on this one because I was out of options after Juan Pierre got stolen from me.
It was
I'm going to go with Mr. Alfonso Soriano.
Wow. Alfonso Soriano. Another guy I don't really think of as a leadoff guy, but I probably did a lot.
I just looked it up. They said best power threat leadoff hitter was Alfonso Soriano.
Sankey
400 homers.
Sankey OK wants to know what the beef is between Scott Spezio and Brian Rogers.
What's the beef between us? The beef between us is that he thinks I hate Tony Gwynn, and I don't.
You're still on my phone as a Tony Gwynn hater.
And also, what happened with Arenado? We just said it. Arenado just got traded to the Diamondbacks. Don't know what they're getting back yet. It's just we just know that he waived his no trade clause. He's now going to be an Arizona Diamondback. And from Jeff Passan, the jet plane, this deal's done. So
yeah, I mean they can't be getting much back in. I mean because that's a big contract. They got to be the Cardinals got to be eating some of that money because he got paid.
Yeah, I would think it's probably going to be more of a contract dump than like they're getting prospects for Arenado thing, especially based on his performance the last couple of years. But once again, I mean, you get a veteran guy in there, a guy who plays great third base, and a guy who has a chance to, maybe have a little late career renaissance. And this is a guy I would think that would set up pretty well for that. So after Alfonso Soriano, we got 1 more to finish it off. Brooks, who we got?
My last one's going to be Grady Sizemore.
I like that one. That's so good. That's so good.
Yeah, Grady Sizemore is a great answer. I love Grady Sizemore, a guy who I just thought of as soon as we finished the draft. Jose Altuve. Probably would have been a pretty good answer here.
Bregman led off above him for most of that time.
I think Springer was leading off some too. They had a lot of guys.
Springer was leading off.
Do a lot of things.
They mixed that up a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Brantley probably was leading off a little bit there too. He might have been a good answer.
A good
he was
call.
kind of a slap.
Yeah.
Who was Sitsu? Was he the leadoff guy? I love that guy. Any excuse I have to say that guy's name, I will.
He was. Also, there was one in here that I did not know. 2 of them actually. Paul Molitor.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And Wade Boggs.
Well, we took Wade Boggs, didn't we?
No. Yep, I took Wade Boggs.
Wade Boggs.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Who was the leadoff guy for all those Braves teams? Like Jeff Blauser or something like that? Like some Mark Lemke?
I don't know.
In the 90s?
You know who we didn't take? Derek Jeter.
Well, he batted second a lot too.
Yeah. Derek Jeter, number 2.
Snuck him in here. Ty Cobb probably could have snuck on this one too.
Kind of could have.
Ray Durham.
How about Johnny Damon and Jose Reyes?
Oh,
Jose Reyes.
Jimmy Rollins, probably.
Hall of Famer Craig Biggio.
Oh, that's a miss.
That's a miss. Yeah, that's a miss.
So Bleacher Report has Billy Hamilton. Oh shit, this is the old Billy Hamilton, 1888 to 1901 Billy Hamilton. Who the
Not
fuck
Red's
is
Billy
that?
Hamilton. He was stealing bags all over the place, but couldn't fucking hit anything.
His name's Sliding Billy. He had four campaigns. He had 4 different campaigns of 100+ stolen bases. Holy hell!
Sliding.
How did we not take a guy named Sliding?
Bobby Bonds is on here as well, and so is Darren Erstad. Darren Erstad, leadoff hitter. Not your traditional leadoff hitter, but
wasn't Steve Finley a leadoff hitter too?
I think for a little bit. Then he started hitting bombs.
And then Edmonds too. Edmonds was leadoff for a little while, but then he started hitting bombs as well.
Hank Aaron was a leadoff hitter for a couple years.
Stop lying to people. Stop lying. That's not true.
For his age 20 and 21 seasons, he was a leadoff hitter, and that was it.
I mean, look,
Bo
Jackson led off in an All-Star game and hit a home run off Rick Reichel.
Lenny Dykstra also showing up on a couple lists.
Oh, I like that one.
Nails.
Oh,
I love the Juan Pierre pick. God, I love that guy.
The Juan Pierre pick pissed me
I was
off,
thinking
man.
about Granderson. I think he might have let off quite a bit too.
he did. He
The
did.
Grandy
right.
man, the Grandy man let off a
He
ton.
had 40 homers 2 years in a row.
And he let him for both. He let him for both New York teams.
And Detroit. Well, actually, he probably batted third more for Detroit. Second or third, maybe.
Yeah, they had V-Mart and Miguel Cabrera when he was there too. God,
Did
they were good.
Kinsler
And Kinsler.
And
bat
Fielder.
leadoff?
And Fielder.
Kinsler might have been a good leadoff guy. Michael Young probably hit a decent amount of leadoff in his career, if I had to guess.
He was such a utility dude. He probably batted all up and down the lineup.
Royce
He
Clayton.
played all over the field.
Cesar
I'm trying to
Stores.
think of Orioles. It's got to be B-Rob in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Al Bunbury
Brady.
maybe back in the day.
Bunbury.
Brady Anderson, yeah. Jonathan VR that one year. Anyway, the Red Sox, Red Sox fans are up in arms, and so are Yankees fans. And it's a great time to be an Oriole fan. Just this couple of weeks right now. Just this couple of weeks right now, the Red Sox fans are pissed off. The Yankees fans are pissed off. The Rays don't do anything. The Blue Jays are spending money.
Blue Jays spending a lot of money. I'm getting a beer.
Blue Jays are spending a lot of money. But Alex Bregman, the captain, the Red Sox proclaimed captain, locker room captain, the reason, or the main reason that a lot of people seem to think that they traded Rafael Devers last offseason was because they thought they had a long-term solution in Alex Bregman, and they didn't, because he signed a 5-year, $175 million deal with Chicago Cubs. Apparently the Red Sox offered 5 years, $165 million with no trade clause, because the Red Sox apparently as an organization are anti no trade clauses. When Bregman told the Red Sox that he had a better offer than 165 with no trade clause, they called his bluff, and he ended up going to sign the deal with the Cubs. This is the reports that I've read. This is via Jeff Passan Buster only. The Red Sox are apparently very, very upset that they were not able to come to a deal with Bregman. And
Yeah,
my response to the Red Sox is, you traded Rafael Devers so you could get rid of all that money so you could sign Bregman. You signed Bregman last offseason to the deal with opt-outs, knowing that he had a chance, if he had a good season, to go get money elsewhere. You had a chance, apparently, to match the offer that was given to him by the Chicago Cubs, and you didn't do it. Because you wouldn't put your organizational stuff aside and say, hey, we'll give you the no-trade clause because we kind of need you. And if I'm a Red Sox fan, and in the last 5-10 years, we've traded Mookie Betts, we've traded Chris Sale, who then won a Cy Young, we traded Rafael Devers, who's certainly going to be, a great hitter over the course of the next 5-10 years probably. Xander Bogaerts, they let him walk. And now Alex Bregman, who was supposed to be the answer, he's just gone.
This has got to put them... It's got to put them and the Yankees all in on Bo Bichette, Kyle Tucker. Why am I blanking on his name right now? I can see him, lefty from New York that they're trying to re-sign right now.
Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger. Like, this just puts all the emphasis in the world for these two organizations to try to go sign those guys. So, yeah, this is interesting. I'm loving every minute of it. But
I love it too.
And but also with the Cubbies having this being a great signing for the Cubbies. They also just went out and got Cabrera too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're loading up a little bit. I like what they're doing this offseason.
I think they're probably done in the market at this point, given what they've signed so far.
I would say
be my assumption.
It seems that way, but also there was once again the report from Passan earlier that Nico Horner, their star second baseman, has been being shopped around a little bit. Who knows? Trying to cut some of that payroll because he's going to be a free agent, I believe, coming up next year.
Well, if you think about it, Bregman is a utility guy. He might be this, our new version of Michael Young. I know we dropped Michael Young's name earlier. He could be. He's versatile. So
he could be, but I would imagine he's playing third, right? I think, for sure. But Nico Horner is a guy that probably not a lot of baseball fans, if you're a casual baseball fan, you might not know that name, but that dude's put up 6 WAR 2 years in a row as a second baseman, and you don't find those guys very often.
No, you don't.
So if you get rid of that guy, that's another hole in your lineup that you got to fill. And, they're still trying to figure out what they're going to do with the Kyle Tucker situation. He was an everyday outfielder for them last year. So we'll see what they're going to do. For Red Sox fans, once again, you got Sonny Gray this year. You have Chapman coming back. But I don't know, man. They're so young, and they have all these young prospects. I think a guy like Bregman would have been the guy that they want to keep there. And I can't believe they didn't open the pocketbook just a little bit more to make sure they kept him. I'm shocked by it.
Well, or maybe they got somebody in the minor leagues that we're not aware of. This is a Pigtown sports question.
Fair.
That might be coming up. I'm just literally throwing something against the wall here. But maybe they got somebody and they were like, all right, fuck it. You want too much money? We can bring this guy up now.
Yeah, but I mean,
I can't believe. Yeah, I mean, if I'm Jared Carrabis has to be losing his shit right now.
He's so bad.
I would be. I mean, I would be losing it.
Hey, speaking of leadoff hitters and second baseman, when we're on this topic, Pedroia? Would Pedroia have been one of those?
Yeah. Well, Damon probably was ahead of him.
Was it?
And Damon and Ellsbury were probably leading off. And
Yeah.
didn't they sign Carl Crawford for a while too?
Yeah.
Carl Crawford would have been a good one.
Yeah.
I just forgot about him. That dude hit like 20 triples a year.
Yeah. Couldn't get
For
over the
call.
fence.
Cardinals are paying $31 million of Arenado's remaining $42 million.
I knew they were eating money.
75% of it. Oh my God.
They're eating money.
They're eating $30 million to get rid of him, and they're getting a bag of peanuts back. They got a guy named Jack Martinez, a right-handed pitcher. Jack Martinez, Diamondbacks.
So let me go through the guys that are still on the market here. I mean, besides the ones that I just said, Eugenio Suarez is still out there. He had a great year last year.
Mm-hmm.
Harrison Bader, meh.
Meh. He goes
He's an outfielder, but he's not moving the needle for your team.
Marcell Ozuna, Miguel Andujar. I mean,
Ozuna from the Braves.
yeah. They're just gonna have to. I mean, there's not much left for hitting out there. I mean, Austin Hayes is still out there if you want him. So, I mean,
Austin Hayes is
New York and Boston. You guys are gonna have to start throwing some contracts around here.
It's pretty amazing how quickly Austin Hayes exited my conscious as an Oriole fan, and I feel bad for saying it honestly because he was a great Oriole for quite a while.
And he's a good person. I've met him many a time. He's a good dude, and his wife. They're awesome people.
But I swear it was like maybe a year and a half ago that we made that trade with Philly to send him over there, and in a year and a half he has completely just jumped out of my brain. Other MLB stuff, the Royals moving in their fences. This is not big news for us. They're moving in their fences a little bit. Good for them. But yeah, just the turmoil in the Red Sox organization, their fan base is I'm sure fed up. And the Yankees on the other side, apparently Bellinger wants something like a 7-8 year deal. The Yankees are in somewhere or more in the range of a 5-year deal. I think they've offered him something around 5 years, 160. So they're trying to get closer with that number. I'm sure there's a bunch of other teams because Cody Bellinger can play outfield. He can play first base. He's a lefty power bat. And you're going to get him for a not one of the top contracts in the MLB. I think a lot of people are going to be in on Cody Bellinger. So I would imagine he's going to have some offers. Talks in an impasse, according to some sources.
These are non-news. These are non-news people. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
This shit will play out. I'm just looking forward to the World Baseball Classic. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. It's coming up in about a month.
We got a month until the guys who are playing in the World Baseball Classic have to report to spring training a week early. Pitchers and catchers and players. So I think we have less than a month until then. Good.
One major news headline out of that was Freddie Freeman had to back out due to personal reasons. That's a huge hit, obviously. Anytime Freddie Freeman is not in your lineup, but I mean, Bryce Harper.
Did they to play first? Yeah.
Did they say personal reasons having to do with him personally, or because I know his son had an issue, 2 years ago?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Nobody has said
Obviously it's medical, so
do what you got to do. So.
Also, since the last time we've talked, Byron Buxton has committed to the Team USA as well. That's a big
stealing bags,
big
stealing
get.
bags, baby.
Stealing bags, playing excellent defense and center, and having some fucking pop too.
I think Gunner can say like, "Hey, we'll trade for you, buddy."
That's really awesome for us specifically because it allows us to platoon Pete Crow Armstrong and Byron Buxton against righty lefties if we want to, and also have either of them available off the bench for defensive replacement or speed late in the game. I love it. I think it's great for the team.
I don't know if you guys are downplaying it, but I definitely am downplaying it. But I am. When the World Baseball Classic comes around, I'm going to be super jacked for this. Yeah. This is going to be great. And I think we should do a pod or two live while the games are going on, depending on when the games are happening.
I was actually looking at, because all my USA Baseball gear is from 2011. So I was looking online yesterday. at USA Baseball gear.
You have a Tyler Clippard USA jersey?
No, I mean just the regular stuff because our College World Series was played at the USA Baseball Complex in North Carolina.
Oh. Brooksy, you and I were texting yesterday or a couple days ago about me coming out to Indy. I might be coming out there right when the World Baseball Classic is starting up. We might be able to do a live pod together.
Let's do it. I'm in.
Nolan Arenado going back to the NL West. Anyway, we're running out of probably time here for today, but we'll be back on Thursday. We do want to talk quick. I do want to talk quickly about Brooks Koepka. If you guys will humble me here.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Brooks Koepka famously left for LIV. I believe played 4 full seasons in LIV, and played 4 of his 5 years on his LIV deal. Apparently, he wanted out. He had 1 more year left. They let him out of his contract. I don't know what the financials are. Nobody really does. But
they announced some of the financials. He has to pay a fee to basically come back.
Well, to come back for the PGA Tour, I don't know what the financials are on the LIV side of things, but I will tell you on the PGA Tour side of things, this is basically a cliff notes of what the letter was yesterday. Brooks Koepka will be allowed back, and other players, namely Cam Smith, John Rahm, and Bryson DeChambeau, are the only other players that meet the criteria. They have to have won either a major or the Players' Championship in the last 4 years since 2022. This 2022 number is interesting because in 2021, Phil won a major. So they don't include that. In 2020, Dustin Johnson won the Masters. They didn't include that. So they go from 2022 to 2025 specifically, I think, to cut Phil out, which I think is hilarious. He's not coming back in any capacity regardless. But they basically said if you've exceeded some sort of performance, whatever, and those are the criteria they set. So Koepka does fit into those and into that category. Once again, the other guys that fit in are John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, and Cam Smith. This returning membership policy, and this is being offered to all of the guys as well, but this is what Brooks Koepka is going to have to give up. $5 million charitable donation to, I guess, an agreed-upon charity between him and the PGA Tour. Okay. Which is nothing to him because he's $100+ million.
Ticket.
He is ineligible for certain equity programs in the PGA Tour, most notably the player equity program for the next 5 years, because which is projected to be within $50 to $85 million in lost earnings. He doesn't care because he's already got that money up front. He's not paying anything back.
And you have to punch Phil Mickelson in the face.
He is ineligible for the FedEx Cup bonus payout this year. If he wins the FedEx Cup, he will not be eligible for that $15 million whatever. So he can't get any of that bonus payout. But he is immediately eligible for the President's Cup and TGL. There has been no ruling on the Ryder Cup, which is the more prestigious of the two, international cups. But I think they're still going to try to figure that stuff out. Not that he would be on the team anyway. He would have to play himself back into that form.
And there's enough time. There's enough time that he can play himself back into that form, and enough time for them to make the decision.
So honestly, I'll say this. I think it's a great move from the PGA Tour. I think it opens the door for the guys that you really, really want back. Cam Smith, Bryson DeChambeau, and John Rahm are the big names here. DeChambeau is probably the most looming name because he went immediately to Live, which means his deal will be expiring next year, which means he has got a hell of a lot of negotiating power because if he leaves Live, they're going to be in big trouble.
No, they are in trouble.
If he leaves, they might be dead. Like
this is the nail in the coffin kind of situation. If these guys leave that you're mentioning,
it could be.
See you later. No one gives a shit about name that Canuck that is playing over there. Corey Connors isn't fucking moving the needle. So
I mean,
that's you guys are right here. It does open themselves up a little bit because these guys can go back and negotiate basically with the utmost power. But it also gives the PGA the upper hand now to say, like, all right, you guys, if you guys want to come back, and they do end up coming back, then I mean it's a rough look for the Live guys. But I'm a little upset because Live's coming here again in August, and I really wanted to get watch.
No one goes to watch Taylor Gooch. No, that guy's a clown. But I mean, look, I don't think this is going to matter for any of these guys this year. I would think DeChambeau is going to play out the last year of his contract, and Cam Smith as well, and then maybe renegotiate next year. If they wanted to come back, I would imagine it would be this time next year and not this time this year. But it does open the door for them if they're unhappy in any way. And for guys like Bryson and John Rahm, the reported number on him was somewhere north of $400 million. These numbers that he's paying to the PGA Tour is completely, it matters not to him at all. And for the PGA Tour, once again, it's just you're trying to get your stars back. You're trying to basically tank this other league, and you're just giving them an avenue if they want to.
What took so long? Why haven't they tried to do this before?
Don't know. I think the reason they haven't tried to do this is the guys that didn't go were probably for a long time against it, and now I think they've come back around to realizing that it's the whole sport of golf and the whole community, and everyone will make more money if all these guys are playing tournaments, week in, week out. And the interesting thing about this is that it's immediate. Brooks Koepka will be teeing it up at Torrey Pines in the Farmers Insurance Open, not this week, next week.
Can that man fucking tell a true fucking story one day? Because he said he wanted to leave for family reasons, and he wanted to spend more time with his family. Now all of a sudden he's teeing it up next week. Okay. Look, I'm glad he's coming back. I want the best golfers on tour. But good God, don't fucking just sit there and lie to everybody.
Koepka didn't say that.
Yeah, he did. Said he was leaving.
That was Dustin Johnson.
He was leaving Live for family reasons.
Everyone said
more time with his family.
Everyone said family, practice, more time, whatever. I mean, look, clear as day. He wasn't happy over there. He didn't feel like he was competing.
He's probably bored, to be honest with you.
Level. Yeah, and he's one of those guys that seems like he gets that way. He has to. It kind of has to be pushed to be his best, sort of. He seems like that.
Brooks, Dusty, I don't know if you just saw the text Drew just sent, but I'm totally in for this. SI swimsuit cover. I'm totally in for this.
SI swimsuit cover. Oh my God.
So, if you guys don't know, Brian has taken the initiative here in saying that he is taking Miami outright. If you don't know, IU is favored by 8 points in this game. So Miami's getting eight points. So he is taking Miami outright, which is giving Dusty and I basically 2 days before we have to make our official pick on Thursday to think of a punishment for him. And we asked our chairman of punishments what he thought about it.
What a title, chairman of punishments.
His initial thought is recreating the Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover, which led me to thinking that there needs to be a Gary Williams Stole My Lawn Furniture annual swimsuit calendar.
Yeah, the men of Gary Williams swimsuit calendar.
It's gonna be like Stavi's calendar. You want to see some overweight white guys that drink too much?
Yeah,
and not very much clothes.
I want to be in a bikini. I want to be on top of a Dodge Neon, getting suds and water dropped on me. There you go.
I'd be it in the back of Delaware Dave's truck.
Mm-hmm.
On top of it.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it.
All right. You guys have anything else you want to talk about, or are we? I think we're probably good for today. Yeah,
we're done for the day, baby.
Let's check out Gary Williams Stole My Lawn Furniture social media. Check us out on all platforms. We will see you guys.
Check out Pig.
We'll be on
Rooster.
Thursday. Yes, check out Pig and Rooster. Delaware Dave, and all those guys. We love all of them. Next time we'll be on is Thursday. We'll be picking the NFL divisional round of the playoffs. Any other news that comes out in between now and then, we will discuss. Hopefully some baseball stuff, and any other news. We're going to talk about it. College football preview for the IU Miami game. We'll probably do that, a little bit of that on Thursday as well. Brian has already buried the lead. He is picking Miami, and we will have a bet about that. Any other things or people you guys want to shout out before we get off here? Shout out Scott Spezio, a guy whose name I haven't heard in a long time, and I just came to my head, and I was just like, Scott Spezio, and I had to look up how to spell it because I did not know how to spell it. He had quite a little soul patch here.
Oh, the old soul patcher. Yeah. But hey, shout out to Pig Rooster, Delaware Dave, Nate, Luke, all those great people. Freaking rock star human beings. My dog Carlos is just staring at me because he wants to go outside so bad. And then I'll see you guys on Thursday. I promise you, I'm winning that bet on Monday.
Yeah.
We'll
see. Also, Laura, you got here late, but you are the reason I didn't go 6-0 this week because you made me take Philly. So we're angry at you eternally.
Laura, that's a shame. All right, we're doing that's a shame, Laura.
By the way, I have a new idea for Immaculate Grid next time we do it. Speed run. Who cares about the score? Let's see how fast we can do it.
All right, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. I think that would be a fun thing to do. Maybe every other one or something like that. But anyway, let's we will be on next time on Thursday. We'll see you guys.
See you, boys. Love you.
Cheers.